11 things you should know about Monster Hunter Rise. This series totally isn't getting stale, right? Attacking a part of a monster repeatedly will eventually break that part. You'll know you've broken it when you see a notification for it, and also the part looks broken. This is also how you can increase the number of quest rewards you get, and increases your chances from getting a certain drop from a monster. It has its own section on the rewards page. The Hunter's Notes will show you from where to get what. But for example, if you need a monster's claws, hit it in the claws. If you need to get a monster's horn, then go for that head. Speaking of getting head pieces, if you hit a monster in the head enough times with blunt damage, you can knock it out. You see, there's multiple types of damage in Monster Hunter. There's cutting damage, which is done by slicing, slashing, and stabby weapons, and blunt damage, which is whacking the monster with a big object, and is primarily done by hammer and hunting horn, as well as a few moves from other weapons, such as slapping a monster with your shield. There's also ammo damage, which is just bullets and arrows. Blunt weapons can stun a monster if you bludgeon them in the face enough, giving you a chance to hit them even more. And the Dango ability and armor ability Slugger can help with that. You can also exhaust a monster faster if you hit them in the body enough, so you can hit them even more. With the Slice and Dice So Good You Hit It Twice weapons, you can attack a big monster's tail and cut it off like it's a trust fund baby who just got arrested for a drunk driving triple homicide. You can cut off a monster's tail with kunai too, but don't do that. A monster's head is usually one of, if not the most vulnerable part of a monster, so hitting it there does the most damage. But if you're playing multiplayer and your team is using a combination of cutting and blunt weapons, then you should be conscious of where you're standing and attacking the monster. If I had to draw a diagram, we can use any shape. Let's just use, I don't know, an Eiffel Tower. With the monster in the middle here, blunt weapons should prioritize being over here near the head, while cutting weapons should more so focus on cutting off that rear end. Also, ranged weapons, please try not to stand directly behind someone using a melee weapon. You gotta strafe, go left or right, then shoot. If you wear at least one level of the ability flinch free, then you won't get staggered by other hunters using their attacks. Longsword. A potential downside to this though, other than wasting a slot on an ability to protect you from other players, is that if you're stunned, other players won't be able to hit you out of it. I was getting some head, getting some head. A lot of care and attention to detail went into making all the cutscenes, and a lot of people probably worked really hard storyboarding and animating every frame of these. If you want to skip the Dango cutscene, hit the B button. If you want to skip the poetry when you fight a new monster, hit the B button then the plus button, but everyone has to choose to skip it in multiplayer. If you want to skip the monster dying cutscene and get into position to start carving the monster's corpse a little bit early, hit the B button. If you want to skip the end of hunt celebration cutscene, use the wire bug to hang in midair with the A button, but make sure you wave goodbye to the other hunters first. If you want to practice with any weapons you have before wielding them in a glorious fight to the death, you can go to the training area. The first time you go there, you have to take the boat from the Buddy Plaza, but afterwards you can use the fast travel to get there. This is great for learning all the different combos for weapons, seeing different damage numbers, experimenting with different weapon setups, and any items or ammo you use here doesn't actually consume the item, so drink and shoot to your heart's content. If you talk to the head pussy in charge next to the item box by the entrance, you can tweak all sorts of settings, like having the big turtle attack you to work on blocking and countering. If you want to get in some good wirebug practice, or if you just set your wirebug to infinite, you can even climb to the top of the training area. There's nothing up here, besides a mural that sort of shows all the Apex monsters. I don't think that was actually 11 things, but anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget to pick up a hammer or hunting horn and bludgeon that subscribe button for more Monster Hunter, more videos on other games, and that's it, video's over.